If we haven't met before, my name's Misty, and this is Misty on the Move.
Okay, so we missed our Frontier flight, and you're going to tell me about your worst experience ever.
So when we were in St. Louis flying to Vegas, we booked Frontier, and when we got to the ticket counter an hour and a half before our flight, there was no Frontier ticket counter there.
Correct.
People
No
to wait on us. When they finally did show up, like maybe 40 minutes before the flight, they told us that the flight was going to be a 2-hour delay because it hasn't come in yet, and it actually turned into a 5-hour delay.
Oh my goodness.
Now, we were going to Vegas just for the weekend,
So you already lost a whole day.
So we lost basically the whole day, and it was just terrible. I mean, the service and everything about it, they weren't apologetic. They gave us a $40 voucher that had to be used within 30 days as compensation.
Wow.
Which we weren't going to fly anywhere, in the next 30 days. So that was it. I mean, it was terrible. And then the same thing happened to my sister the next month with the same company. So I'll never fly with them again.
Where are you guys originally based out of? What's your
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is our first Frontier experience, and it was not. Maybe we had one other one. We flew to Colorado, and it was not memorable. But this was downright rude. It was the actual manager. So when I had to walk from the downstairs when they closed the door, and come back up here to deal with someone, there was no one at the counter again. I randomly see a lady leaving Frontier in a green shirt, and I'm like, "Hi, excuse me, are you with Frontier?" And she was like, "Yeah." And then I was like, this happened to us, and I need to talk to somebody about a refund or something, getting another flight. And she was like, "Okay, hold on, let me go get the manager." And the manager comes out, and it was the lady that was rude and closed the door in my face and wouldn't let us on the plane. So I literally had to stand there and smile at a woman that had already laughed at me because I missed my plane. And she told me to call customer service, and then when I did call customer service, the lady there told me that she couldn't help me, and then she said to put the lady on the phone, and she was like, "It's your job to help the customer face to face," and she goes, "I didn't tell her to call you." She freaking bold-faced lied to my face.
Wow.
Yippee. Be there by midnight.
The long day just got longer. What happened, Jackson? Give us a recap.
Total nightmare. Never fly Frontier ever. Worst airline. What else happened? Oh yeah, we got up super early. Came here an hour early, like you're supposed to do. Be an hour early for the airport. That way, if something ridiculous happens, you'll still be on time for your plane.
It's supposed to be 2 hours early.
An hour and a half, an hour and 15 minutes. Don't want to push it too much, because then you're sitting around and you have to sit more on the airplane. It's a miserable experience no matter how you do it, but especially when you screw it up, it becomes 20 times more miserable, because then you have to rework your entire plan. Total nightmare. Now we're in South Carolina. We're supposed to be in Philadelphia.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
We don't even know where we are.
Yeah. Charlotte.
Don't try to fool people that we're eating healthy. It's not the healthiest, but it is way better than that. Or that.
I was going to do something, but I want to keep your channel family friendly.
Thank you.
All right, enough complaining. At the end of the day, we did get to remotely where we were going to go, but things did not go at all like we planned them. The most valuable travel tip that I can ever give anyone is to be flexible, to start immediately looking for alternative plans that you can make. Make sure that when you are traveling, if you have a rental car, that you have the option to cancel same day. Unfortunately, we did not, so we lost money on the rental car that we were supposed to get in Philadelphia. We also spent a lot more money on food and drinks sitting in the New Orleans airport from 7:45 till about 4:30 that afternoon. Then when we arrived in Charlotte, our connecting flight, which we originally had a direct flight to to Philadelphia, we had to take a flight that had a connection, and our final destination was going to be in Newark, New Jersey, and rent a car from there and then drive to our destination between Philadelphia and New Jersey. So a lot of added expense happened on a weekend trip. So when you're budgeting and planning, you need to probably budget and plan for those unexpected events. So we did a lot of frontier bashing in this beginning part of this video. And it is because the customer service, unfortunately, you want to give people a good review, and in this situation, no one that we talked to had anything good to say. And unfortunately for us, our return flight was not canceled yet, and we are going to have to fly home Frontier when we leave in a couple of days. So we're going to save all this and hopefully have a better experience on our way home than we had going. We are tired, and things did not go the way that we planned, like I said, and it's really unfortunate. This particular flight was for Mother's Day weekend. This absorbed an entire day out of our trip that we had planned to spend with George's family, and so we're going to have to figure out a way to make the most of our time and cut out some things that we had planned that were really supposed to be fun and enjoyable. The only bonus is that the weather has taken a turn for the worst also, and so we were supposed to have a beach day in New Jersey, and we're gonna have to cut that due to the weather. So that's a little bit of a silver lining. We fly economy airlines all the time. We've flown Spirit, JetBlue, United in the economy section, and several others. And we really have never had a problem. This is our very first time that we've ever missed a flight. And in our opinions, we didn't miss the flight. We were there. We were hustling to get to the gate. And the fact that they closed the door right in our faces was totally shocking. So this is a first for us, and hopefully it'll never happen again. 12:01 New Jersey time. What's the temperature?
30, 40.
38? Is that what the airplane said? It's 81 at home. Oh, that's a long time ago.
Maybe. A few minutes, yeah. 46, yeah.
46. Rainy.
The rain.
New York City to
In a quarter mile, keep right at the fork. Follow signs for I-78 East, I-95. Keep right at the fork.
Oh my gosh, it's so windy.
We gotta get out, you know.
I know. I don't want to get out and walk up those stairs. Could blow us back in the car. You're right, Jax. Defeat. Just go to bed in the back seat and it'll be fine. We'll wake you up in the morning. George, I hope George is right. I hope our key didn't blow away.
I've been on another situation like,
Nutty.
Made it.
1990 called, and they want their furniture back.
just my bed on the wall.
Wow, look at the size of those waves. I don't... Oh my gosh. They're like 20 foot high.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, George, I'm serious.
Yeah, you could surf that probably. That'd be ice cold.
You'll die.
Beach dress? Huh?
No,
Yeah.
no.
It's cold.
You haven't taken the time to like and subscribe yet? Well, what are you waiting for?
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. No more Frontier.
Never.
Ever.
Never again.
Yeah.